All right, everyone. This is Ian and wife Amber here. Yeah. Okay. All right, just tell him what happened.
What happened? Okay, what happened is I'm in my pajamas, and he decided he wanted to do a video of us chatting about something.
Yeah.
Marriage, parenting. I don't know,
Yes,
something. And I'm a little lost. And I asked him, why are we doing this right now? What's happening? And he's like, just wear your robe. It's fine. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. She's in her jammies, feeling comfortable, and I grabbed her to do a video, and so I told her to put a robe on to look more appropriate, and she's like, what am I doing with my robe? So I was like, fine, I'll get my towel so that it's a little more like bath feel, so we can matchy here. So, and then I'm going to use it later when I brush my teeth, so I'll just like, you know. Okay, so this is our hour where we get the kids to bed, 8:30, 9:30-ish. We try to get them started on 7:30, and then it doesn't maybe
work out that way.
So about 9:30, then they're in bed, right? So then we have like 10:30 to 11:30-ish to kind of hang out and kind of connect. And we haven't done this for a long time. So we finally like got together and said, hey, we need to make this a priority that we're gonna hang out together. And I think what better way to hang out and do a video and just kind of share our wisdom. How many years of marriage? 13 years of marriage. And
I don't know if it's wisdom.
Battle scars. I don't know, but experiences. So I think that maybe we should just start with our story and how we kind of let everyone know the background of the struggle. The struggle is real. On our first year of marriage, I was clueless. I thought everything was great. She was dying inside, and I'm like, what's going on? And so yeah, you can just lay it on me again, like 10 years ago.
First year of marriage was a little rough,
yeah.
We moved
Yes.
far away from family.
Yes.
I was still going to school. You were working full time.
Across the street, yeah.
Yeah, across the street. I got to commute.
I got to sleep in.
He got to walk literally across the street to work. And
Traffic was rough.
And I got to...
I almost tripped over a rock.
I got to stay in the car for many hours driving to school and back. And I had to get up and out of the house before 6:30.
I had to cross the street and I could have got run over.
I got home late at night, several nights a week, big holiday, and this guy over here would be on the computer
working away, cause
on his side gig.
Gotta provide, make lots of money, build that empire.
And basically, I didn't get acknowledged at all. It was like, okay, and then back to work, and I would be like, why did I drive for 3 hours in traffic to be here? Something like that. So it didn't go super well. But yeah, no, Ian was faithfully trying to provide and go the extra mile.
Because $80,000 a year job was enough, I guess.
Yeah, so he had to be working at MLM and
real estate.
Were you still doing? Yeah, you were doing network marketing,
and
real estate.
Getting my broker license or real estate.
Were you still doing photography at that point or no?
I think we're done with photography. Yeah, we're done with photography.
Yeah. So he was doing like 2 or 3 different extra above his full-time engineering job.
Yeah. Working hard, because I was taught to work hard.
Yeah.
To make more, I guess.
Something like that. I don't know what happened.
And they keep printing more money.
Yeah, and I tried to talk to him about it and kind of went in one ear and out the other, and I didn't know how else to communicate.
And I thought everything was going great. I'm working hard. Wife's
like,
making me dinner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he would kind of have this machismo attitude about like, well, why don't you have lunch on the table when I get home for my lunch break, and I would be like, well, would you like to call or text me that you're even on your way home? So that could be even close to being a reality. Or I could just put it on at like 10 and you could just be cold and covered in flies by the time you get here.
I thought it was just a 5-minute walk, so I just like, honey, I'm coming back in 5 minutes, and I come home and be like, it's not ready.
Right? Yeah. I was like, no. I'm a white girl, not an Asian. Sorry that we don't work that way.
Or I want to surprise you. I don't know. Like, hey.
Yeah, no, I worked hard on surprising you and stuff, and it just didn't go over well. And
yeah, so I was clueless, didn't know. I thought everything was great, but she was dying inside because I found out later that I was sowing lots of seeds of neglect, and and not dating my wife anymore, kind of thing.
Yeah, we got married, and it was like that flip of the switch kind of a thing. It was like not trying to spend money and not entertain, but date her. It was just more like, oh, we gotta save now for the kids are coming, kind of thing. I wasn't pregnant. We weren't planning on getting pregnant.
Well, I was planning on.
Eventually,
but I was preparing.
Yes.
I was nesting, preparing the nest.
Yes.
The nest egg. I don't know.
Goodness. Yeah. So, anyways, by the end of the year, I was thinking about getting our marriage annulled because we basically had no relationship.
And I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
And I was like, you can do that?
I was like, yeah, you can.
I was like, oh.
This could be like, it never happened.
Yeah, and then so she wanted to talk to a marriage counselor at Foothill Bible Church, and I was like, okay, I guess we can improve, I didn't think anything was broken, right? I was like, I can do better, be a better husband. And she's like, no, you need to really be a husband.
Like, there's no better, just be. No, it was pretty bad. So, but yeah, you were really clueless. And I tried talking to him, and then it didn't work, and so then I just got more frustrated, more angry, and then that led to me, at one point, throwing a book across the room.
Mm-hmm. She missed them.
Well, I purposely missed.
Okay, fine.
That was the thing. I was angry. I threw it out of frustration, not at you, but at the wall.
Yes. Thank you.
That you were standing in front of.
Yeah, that would have hurt.
To hopefully try to get your attention and snap you out of this whatever mindset you were in. But
that was a pretty big bug, I remember.
It was not that big. It was a softback paperback book.
Okay.
It wasn't even like.
Okay, it just sounded louder than when I first remembered.
Yeah. So that was our first year of marriage. Lots of craziness. Oh, and
in a nutshell, huh?
Right before we got married, Ian had gotten laid off because his company didn't get a contract. And then right about that 1 year mark, you got laid off again.
Yes. So I tried, and I was like, forget it. They don't.
Yeah.
But
no
I
contract equals no money to hire you. So.
Yeah. 2009, the market crashed. I blame the market. Not that I was trying to find other things to do. Anyway.
2008.
2008 and 2009 I got laid off, and that's when the market crashed. And then I was like, hey, real estate's down, maybe I should try real estate. And then I was like,
it'll bounce right back, right?
Like 2 years later, and then I was like, I'm not going anywhere, maybe I should quit. And then as soon as I quit, it blew up, right? And I was like, oh, I should have stayed. So then then we took over our parents' donut shop, and then we finally had, as soon as we started, she got pregnant with Penelope.
Yeah.
And then I was working 16-hour days, averaging about $4 an hour. And I was like, wow. If I hire someone for $8 an hour, I'm losing $4 an hour. Dang, I'm gonna do it anyway. And so we started losing $2,000 a month because I want to be there for Penelope throughout this whole pregnancy and be there for her. So we outsourced everything, got tons of workers, and we did bring our income up. It was nice and streamlined, but man, taxes and all this other stuff, and I don't know, it just ate it all up. And I didn't know what I was doing, and I was like, I just know I had to bring the income up, and I want to be there, and I need to build a business, not a job, right? So at least that was the idea, and then I couldn't figure out that magic number to make it work. Anyways, parents, I couldn't, we fall behind on rent. Parents took over. It was their property. And they did a hostile takeover, and they kicked all my employees out, and then just took it on. I was like, we're like, forget it. So we abandoned it. And then we ended up doing real estate with Juan Carlos. Was his real estate friend back in then. He was flipping houses, so I kind of helped him find houses to flip. And built a little software for that. We did find some houses. I was like, whoa, they're actually there. Like,
Hey.
you learn about it in theory. You're like, dude, I can't find these deals. And then you do these bot, and you kind of like, oh, there's like tons of them.
Well, not tons.
But there's a lot of competition too. So
a lot of competition, yeah.
So
then you started getting back into the online sales. And
yeah,
things again,
selling T-shirts online, and then definitely I saw God working in us, because as I was scared at the donor shop because I couldn't pay the bills anymore, and I was like, all right, God, when doing that marriage counseling deal, that was like when I was growing, and I was like, all right, God, I'll trust in you to provide. And, Luke 12:22 says, I forgot it now. But something about like he would, provide for the birds and the ravens and feed them and clothe them. Well, not he take care of you, kind of thing, right? So I don't know the exact verse, but I remember at the donut shop I memorized it, and I guess I got comfortable lately. So yeah. So anyway, so from that I got scared, and I was like, okay, I'm trusting you. Like instead of trying to depend on myself, like, oh, what do I need to do now? Where can I find more credit lines and loans and whatever? I was like, forget it, just I'm trusting you. And I was like, hey guys, sent the email out. We're closing, Donut Deli, and we're done. And then someone's like, hey, you know what? We got a place for you, free room and board, and just come help take care of my kids, get them out the door in time, and if Amber can cook for us,
cook, clean, and take care of kids when needed.
Yeah, and I just helped this brother flip real estate. I was like, oh, guess that's not a bad deal, because we have nothing. Where else would we go, right? It's like so God provided us a place to live and stay for a little while.
Yeah.
And then I started doing real estate for a while, and then I kind of get bored.
You wrote your bot.
I was like
to search for the real estate.
Yeah, and then so we got a couple deals down, got a couple things going on, and then somehow I was like, man, I'm losing focus. Like maybe I should go get a job and humble myself, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And so I did that, and then I was like, so I got this job. I was at a bullet factory, and I was like, I'll just do something mundane and just stamp bullets all day. Well, the machine does it now, so you just kind of fill material, and the machine does everything. And then through that, I was able to listen to the Bible over like 2 times. Like it takes 2.5 days to listen to the entire Bible, because that's all you.
When it's on audio.
When it's on audiobook, yeah. So I got to do that, and I got to be humbled, and I kind of prayed, and I was like, wow, I'm this engineer, and I'm working this blue-collar job. Man, I don't know if I can handle this. I was like, dude, Jesus was God, and he made everything, and he came down to be man. That takes some humbleness. I guess I could stick around for a little longer and kind of, see what's up. And so I was kind of.
Well, that was the thing too. When you got hired there, the guy was hesitant to hire you because you were overqualified, kind of thing. And
yeah.
So kind of told him you'll stick around for at least a year.
Commit for a year, and I was like, don't ever do that again. Okay. And
I was actually pretty proud of you for taking that job.
Thanks. My feet hurt the first couple of days. I wasn't used to standing up on my feet for 12 hours a day.
These hands are not used to manual labor.
They're supple. They're for typing. Look, they're like, see?
They're the same size as mine.
Her hands are rougher than mine. She's a chef. She's got these burn marks right there. So, where were we?
You took the job. You actually were blessed through that job because you had time to actually read and go through the Bible and have some self-reflection.
Meditate and be with God for 12 hours a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So he
had the graveyard shift.
And there's bullet machines pounding all the time, so everyone had earplugs, so you can't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And so all you do is talk to God. And at least I try to most of the time. And then after that year's up, I finally got an SEO job. And then that worked out for a little while until he wanted me to do something that was not what I was trained for. And then I was like, you should just let me go, and he finally did, and I was like, yes. And so I came home.
Yeah,
like,
he came home from work early one day and was like, I got fired, and I was like.
And then I went back to.
You were doing your own SEO stuff at that point. So ever since I met and known he's always had a finger in like digital marketing, online marketing, sales of some kind. So before I met him, he tried out the XM radio, right?
Oh yeah, shopsatelliteriadios.com.
And then when I met you, you were kind of
photography business-ish.
Whoa.
Or something else.
You had started photography stuff
What's friends?
when we were dating.
Yeah.
I was with you before you started that. But when I had first met you, you were doing something. It wasn't the radio, but it was something online. I don't remember.
Yeah. I think I was I don't know. Yeah.
I don't remember. He was like learning more about online sales stuff, and I think SEO marketing a little bit, and like how to
the affiliate website stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, market health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so did that for a while, and then did pretty good selling these T-shirts, and then when the T-shirt campaign died, and I was unemployed again, and had to find the next winning product or whatever.
Yeah, it was like a constant search for the latest hot topic to have a design about, and then you did T-shirts at first, and then mugs, and then you found out about the tungsten carbide rings, and we still do T-shirts and rings, right? Mostly just rings.
Yep. So I think we should just kind of fast forward then to today.
Yeah.
Now we're here and we're doing our daily dating, our nightly date.
Try and start up again.
Yes. And so I want to make sure that, have you told your wife you love her? Like, I love you.
I love you. Because, a lot of women are, like, actually somewhat insecure, and we need to know that you still love us.
Yeah. And sometimes we forget. Oh, or also, like, appreciate it. Like, thanks for making lunch today.
And also, wives, remember to give your husbands affirmation as well, because they can sometimes be insecure.
We're huge suckers for them. It makes us giddy. We actually internally giggle inside. You might not see it. You're just like, yeah.
They giggle like schoolgirls.
I don't know. At least I do it. I was like, I want more.
So, Isakian.
Yes.
You did an awesome job playing with the kids today.
Thanks.
And I appreciate the effort that you took to think in advance and plan an activity with them.
Thank you. I feel very emotional. I'm about to cry. She appreciates me. No one else does. It's a thankless job.
Your children appreciate you.
Yeah, they don't say it though.
Yeah.
They're so ungrateful.
And that's their human nature.
Yeah. So that's what I want to make sure we do today for our first series. We get a little background, and maybe tomorrow we'll do some other series of what we've learned through our marriage counseling too.
Oh.
Yeah, like serving Christ as like Christ loved the church and sacrificed himself for her. I am kind of like the head of household, kind of representing Christ, sacrificing and serving my wife, the church. Am I willing to, I don't watch sports, but stop the sports channel to go help my wife take out the trash? I don't know, gotta die to self. It's gonna be a hard one. They're gonna make a touchdown. I don't watch sports, so it's easy for me to do that. But will I stop my, what?
Your TED Talk?
My TED Talk, my YouTube video, my, I don't know.
CryptoBot trading?
CryptoBot trading that's automated. I gotta check it, honey. I don't know. Oh, anyways.
Yeah, he stresses out about that sometimes.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that later. And, yeah, so, about, sacrificing for your wife. What can you do today? Like, I think I did one that I failed though. I was like, I was gonna cook dinner for you, or take care of all the cooking on weekends so that she can have a break, and I forgot. Some days.
A lot.
I started in the beginning, and then I have to set a calendar, and I was like, oh, it's like 2:00, and I was like, oh, I wasn't hungry, but yeah, but the kids are like starving, and she's starving, and she's like, so it's the weekend. Yeah, I know I'm hungry. I was like, and she's like,
is this your new diet
it's
plan?
the weekend. It's your turn, my turn. I was like, oh, Domino's. I'll be here in 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
So
New
yeah.
patterns, hard to create.
So serve her in a way that you can fulfill it. Like maybe, would you like a massage today, kind of thing, but just out of the blue, I'd say. Or whenever you think about it. Be proactive. Or whenever you watch this video, be like, oh yeah, I better give my wife a massage. For like a good 10 minutes. A good one.
Heian is classical. Like, classic Heian. Is, let me give you a massage, babe.
These supple hands.
Oh, my hands are tired.
I can do like 2 minutes, and I gotta take a 5-minute break after, because they get sore. Okay.
He needs to be able to massage with his trigger finger.
I work the trigger finger a lot more than my.
The massage finger.
But they get sore too, but I probably have more stamina right here. So. All right. Well,
Too
thanks.
bad I don't have a muscle that works that way.
Well, thanks for watching our video. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We'll just post it on YouTube from now on. And so we'll put this under the family playlist, and we'll just stack onto it. I think I enjoy making videos with you. I have a good time. I enjoy her laughter. It just lights up the room. That's why I married her, for her laughs.
And smile.
Yeah, and smile.
It's good to laugh a lot.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye. Good night.
Sleepy time.
Good night.